Hi, it's Sarah here. How's it going? I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Welcome to part 3 of 3 of clearing the stuck emotional energy from your body and energy field. So in part 1, we used God, movement and thought. In part 2, we talked about using color, essential oils, using your awareness and using your heart and soul light. And in this part 3, we're going to be using symbols, using EFT, breathing in the antidote, and using sound. Now, we can have stuck emotional energy in our body and in our energy field once we feel an emotion strongly or feel it repeatedly. Once it's stuck in our body and energy field, it can cause us to respond to people and situations and ourselves in a certain manner, and it can also make us physically sick. Say, for example, you have a lot of guilt in your body, then you will always be berating yourself. If you have a lot of panic stuck in your body and energy field, you are much more likely to respond to a situation in a panicky way. As I say, it can cause us to become physically sick as well. Say, for example, you had a lot of bitterness stuck in your body, that may cause you to have problems with your gallbladder. If you have a lot of unforgiveness towards yourself, that can cause pancreatic problems. It can also cause us to have accidents, especially if we have a lot of fear. If we have a fear of something that's coming up, we can unconsciously create an accident or unconsciously cause us to hurt ourselves, so we can't do the thing that we are afraid of. Just to give an example, I had a time when I fell forward and I hit my toe on a metal chair leg and it broke my toe. And as I fell, I kind of felt that my trajectory was knocked off its original course. And Yeshua told me afterwards that my original plan had been to break my knee, and that he kind of gave me a little push, so I only broke my toe. So I had no idea I was doing that. That was all created unconsciously. So it's a great idea to clear this stuck emotional energy from our energy field and our body, and it's a really important part of your awakening and of your ascension. So the first thing we're going to be talking about today is symbols. Now, I have been given some information about Hebrew letters. I've seen inside of me that there's a golden cylinder that spins around that's etched with Hebrew letters on it. And I've been receiving guidance and wisdom how to use Hebrew letters. The Jewish people believe that God, Hashem, created the world by speaking the Hebrew language, and that each Hebrew letter has its own numerical value, there's a story behind it, and it has a spiritual significance. And I've discovered as I've been using these Hebrew letters that they are in fact very strong, and they are very spiritual. They're very high vibrational. So there's a lot more information about these on my YouTube channel and Facebook page, but we're just going to quickly whiz through these Hebrew letters. If you want to use them, all you have to do is imagine they're white. Imagine they are the shape that they are on here. There's lots of different ways to draw Hebrew letters, but this is the old-fashioned biblical way, and this way works best. So you just imagine this shape as white, and as you put it in your body, you say the name of the letter. So this letter is Shin, and this is for bitterness. Now, there are various different places I suggest putting them. Put them wherever you're guided to, but it's a great idea to put them in your crown, in your third eye definitely, in your mind definitely, maybe in your throat, in your higher heart, in your heart center, in your physical heart. Our gut is a place where we store a lot of emotions, but put them wherever you're guided to. So this is Shin, it's for bitterness. Imagine it's white and imagine placing it in those parts. Now, once you put it in there, it does tend to work for a few days. I've seen them working a few days later, but I usually try and put them in maybe 2 or 3 times a day. It feels good to replenish them. So that's Shin. The next one is Pei. Pei is for shock. It's also for forgiving yourself. Reish. Reish is for overwhelm. Reish is also for clearing hopelessness, helplessness, and despair. Bet is very important. Bet cuts through the illusion. It's kind of, I found it's kind of a master one. So you can use it for anything, but it cuts through the illusion, because all these stuck emotional energy that we have in our body is all an illusion. We think it's real, and so it feels real. But only love and joy are real. They're all made up by our ego mind. They're not actually real. So Bet helps you cut through the illusion. And as I say, it's kind of a master one. So very useful letter. Mem is for guilt and undeserving, which are linked together. Kuf is for shame and for unworthiness, which are linked together. Dalet works as a door. So if, say for example, that you're having trouble connecting to the divine, you might want to put it in your crown. If you're having trouble speaking out, you might want to make sure you put it in your throat. If your heart feels blocked, put it in your heart, etc. You can use Dalet wherever you want to feel that you want an area that you want to open up. Yod, one of my favorites. If you're depressed, if you're bored, feeling lonely, you want to have more joy in your life, Yod is the letter for you. Great one, put it in your third eye and it helps you return to joy. Zayin is for grief and sadness. Ayin is for fear, so fear and panic. Lamed is for forgiving someone else. Imagine they're in front of you and stick a great big white lamed in front of them, and you'll find it's easier for you to forgive them. Hey is for terror and horror, clearing terror and horror. Gimel is for inner strength, strengthening your willpower, coming out of victimhood. And Aleph is a cuddly blanket. Aleph is if you're wanting to feel secure. Aleph, I feel, works as spiritual protection. Stick a great big Aleph in your energy field and through your body. There are other symbols that we can use. If you want to imagine you want to unite parts of your body, maybe you want to unite your left and right sides of your heart. You want to unite your left and right hemispheres of your brain, use an infinity symbol, which is a figure 8. So you can imagine it's on its side, and you can imagine it as gold. And so if, say, for example, you want to use it in your heart, imagine placing it sideways right across your heart center and across your physical heart. And then just keep imagining taking your eyes around in a figure of 8. Imagine just keep drawing that figure of 8 on its side over again, and the same in your brain. Another symbol that I've seen Spirit use in me is actually the shape of a love heart. If you imagine that when you're a child you draw these love heart shapes, it's that shape. Imagine drawing that love heart shape and putting it as white just in various parts of your body. Your third eye, your heart center, your higher heart, your physical heart. Lastly, you can use words. How I found this works really strongly. Say you want to use the word, say if you want more joy, you use the word joy, or you use the word love, for example. Place it across your forehead here, place it across your crown. Imagine writing it. You don't have to physically write it, just imagine writing it across your higher heart, and definitely across your heart center and in your physical heart. And what it will start to do is to erase anything that's not joy or not love, etc. So those are some symbols I suggest you're using. Now, if there's a symbol that you've seen in a book and you don't know what it is, I suggest you don't use it, because symbols are can be very strong, and so you don't want to place something in your body and energy field if you have no idea what it is. So just use your intuition, use your gut instinct as well. Okay, so let's talk about EFT. You may have heard of EFT before, emotional freedom technique. It's very quick and simple to use. Here's one hand with your little finger, and all you're going to do is start tapping on this point here. There's a crease by your little finger, and you just literally are going to tap here. And you can use this for any emotion. So let's talk about fear. So all you have to do is start tapping, and you can just say to yourself out loud or in your head, even though I have this feeling of fear, I deeply and completely love and forgive myself. Even though I have this feeling of fear, I know it's an illusion, I know it's not real, I'm going to let it go. Even though I have this feeling of fear, I know I'm always safe and protected. This feeling of fear. And then you just start to tap just above your eyebrows here, this feeling of fear. The side of your eyes, this feeling of fear. Under your eyes, just here, I can feel it in my body. Tap under your nose, this feeling of fear. Tap in your chin. I know it's not real. You'll find your collarbones, in the middle of your collarbones here. I know it's not an illusion. Sorry, I know it's an illusion. I know it's an illusion. Tap underneath your arms. I feel it's safe to let it go. I choose to let it go. This fear, I choose to let it go. And then just tap on the top of your head right now. So it's really quick and simple to use. What you can do at the beginning, if you like, is rate the emotion on a scale of 1 to 10. And then go through an easy tapping sequence like that, and then rate it after. And you should find the number's gone down. Occasionally, if it brings it up, the number might come, you might find the number is raised. You might find you're feeling the emotion a little bit stronger. Don't worry about it, just keep going through the tapping sequence and it will come down again. It's just purely that you're bringing it all up to be released. So, breathing in antidote, a very quick and easy technique you can use wherever you are. We're always breathing in, so you just need to make sure that you're breathing in deeply. One way to do that is just to put a hand on the top of your chest and put a hand on your belly. And when you breathe in, it should be the hand on your belly that moves first. You shouldn't feel the hand on your chest move. You should feel the hand on your belly move first. If it's this one, then you're breathing too shallowly. Make sure that you push your breath right down to your belly. So just make sure you're breathing in deeply. So you can breathe in love. Just shut your eyes, take in a deep breath, and imagine breathing in love. If you can't feel it, just imagine that you are doing it. Say to yourself, I'm breathing in love. You can ask Spirit for help. You can ask God for help, the Ascended Masters, the angelic realm, etc. You can ask them for help with this. So imagine breathing in love, and imagine it going around to all parts of your body. And love will actually, love is an antidote to all emotions. Sorry, I forgot my word. Love is an antidote to all emotions. So you can use it to change anything in your life. The next one is peace. Peace is an antidote to worry and grief and stress. So again, you just shut your eyes and you're just going to breathe in peace and send it to all parts of your body. Forgiveness. Breathe in forgiveness. Forgiveness is a great one if you want to free yourself of unforgiveness, of shame, of unworthiness, of undeserving, and of guilt. Breathing in forgiveness will help you with this. And if you want to use forgiveness, then ask God for help. Ask God to help you with divine grace and divine forgiveness as well. And God will help strengthen your breathing in with your forgiveness. So breathe in forgiveness and send it to all parts of your body. You can use gratitude if you have emotions such as anger, resentment, bitterness. Gratitude is the antidote to those. So breathe in gratitude and send it to all parts of your body. Happiness is an antidote to emotions such as worry and anxiety and depression and discontentment. Breathe in happiness. And lastly, if you have a lot of fear, then joy is the best antidote to fear. So imagine breathing in joy. We actually talked about joy in our movement one. If you have a lot of fear, it's great to dance. Find some music that you feel fills you up with joy, makes you want to tap your feet, makes you want to dance and fill yourself with joy, and that will help to transmute the emotion of fear. Lastly, sound. So sound is really powerful, and it's something that Spirit have me using a lot. You can buy singing bowls or tuning forks, or you can listen to them on YouTube. You can make a sound with your voice. If you just shut your eyes, and especially using the vowel sounds, so just shut your eyes and make a sound such as E. When you make that sound, you'll actually feel it vibrating in your throat, and it's going to be working to clear various parts of your body. So you can use any sound that you feel guided to, just again, use your intuition. You can use the word Om. I'm sure most people have heard of the word Om. You simply chant it, and Om is used, it's kind of like a reset, resetting you back to your blueprint. It's opening you up to divine consciousness. It's very simple. You just take a deep breath and Om, and you just go on. You can use it for you can actually, when you say Om, you can actually feel yourself doing it for maybe up to a minute. Depends how long you can hold your breath for and how big a breath you can take, obviously. But Om is really powerful, and again, you can feel it vibrating through all parts of your body. There's also something online which you can listen to called solfeggio frequencies. Now these are, if you look online, they're ancient frequencies that were discovered by monks a long time ago, and they were they were used in the chanting of monks. So each frequency is a certain hertz. So for example, we're going to quickly run through them. 174 hertz is for security. 285 hertz is for cellular repair. 396 is for guilt and fear. 417 is for change. 528 is for DNA repair, and it's called the love one. It helps you bring back to a love frequency. 639 is for relationships. 741 is an emotional reset. 852 is connection to the divine. 963 is for oneness. 1074 is releasing your energy field. 1185 is to release limiting beliefs, and 1317 is for inner peace. So they're very easy to use. Some of them you can just hear the actual tone, so it's like a beep. Some of them that have actually been incorporated into music. Some of the music you can listen to overnight. Just check, listen to it first, check it hasn't got adverts that are going to come on and wake you up. But there are, as I say, there are some that are set for 8 hours or even 12 hours on YouTube. There's also been, the last few years, an increase in coded music. So this music is coded with certain frequencies, and there's quite a few people that do it on YouTube. I would just use your gut instinct, use your intuition, use your discernment. Who do you feel guided to use? The one that I like and trust, I don't want to obviously advertise anyone, but the one I use is called Maitreya Fields, and I feel she's very highly vibrational. You just need to be a little bit careful, because people can put subliminal messages in with this coded music and you've got no idea what you're listening to. But I do feel that hers are high vibrational. And so there's lots of different sorts. You can use them for releasing any emotion. You can use them for regenerating parts of your body, etc. So it's just something that you can check out. Lastly, I just want to mention, if you find it difficult to release stuck emotional energy, it's usually either fear is the most common one. You feel unworthy, so that you won't do it. You feel undeserving of doing it, or there's a lot of unforgiveness, so you don't feel that you can forgive yourself, and so you don't want to release it. But the common one, so obviously find out which one it is, use your awareness, listen to what you're saying out loud, listen to your thoughts, listen to how you talk to yourself as to which one you feel it is. If it's something for undeserving, then obviously you want to keep telling yourself that you do deserve and that you're innocent. Undeserving is linked with guilt, so you want to just keep telling yourself over and again that you're innocent, that you forgive yourself, and that you do deserve, etc. But for fear, which I say is the most common one, you want to just reassure your body that it's safe, because it's your body's holding on to this fear because your body has its own consciousness and awareness, and it doesn't want to release it because it thinks that you need to be aware of it all the time. So you need to reassure your body that it's safe. So you can rub your arms. It's safe, body. It's safe. You can keep telling yourself it's safe to let it go. You can keep telling yourself, I am safe, I am protected. I'm safe to let it go. Tell yourself that you are divine, that you are God, and you deserve to let it go, that you are God, you're worthy of letting it go. You can use orange essential oil. Orange essential oil works as a cuddly blanket, so maybe have a little sniff of an orange essential oil before you try and sit and release the stuck emotional energy. You can use the symbol Aleph. Aleph, as I say, also works as a cuddly blanket. So keep reassuring that your body, that it's safe. You can keep reassuring your inner child is okay. I call my inner child Inna, but you can call your inner child Mini Me, or like Mini Sarah, for example. You can just say, it's okay, Inna, it's safe. No one's going to hurt you. You're safe to let it go. You're safe to let it go. Keep telling yourself you're safe to let it go. And that just make it a little bit easier. I've seen times when I can actually see the stuck emotional energy leaving my body. So I've seen times where I've seen it start to go, and all of a sudden it pings back, and that's because I didn't feel safe to let it go. So it does work well. Take some deep breaths. Make sure that you're breathing deeply, because breathing deeply is giving a signal to your body it's safe. It actually affects our autonomic nervous system. So nice deep breaths. The other thing you can do to make you feel safe actually is smile a lot and laugh. When you're laughing, your inner child feels safe. I can feel my inner child, and I can feel an immediate shift if I laugh. It makes her feel a lot safer. Laughing makes your body feel safe. Your body can't tell the difference between if you're lying or telling the truth. So even if you've got nothing to laugh about, even if you're feeling very afraid or very depressed, etc., if you make yourself laugh, even if it's a false laugh, it's going to actually change you. So make yourself laugh. Okay, I hope you found that useful. Much love, many blessings from my heart to yours.